Hi family, thank you for joining the Thanksgiving pregame press conference and let's get started. So first of all, congratulations! On behalf of the Trudelle Holiday Coordination Committee, I would like to formally offer you a spot on the roster for Team T-Givey 2017. Are you ready for it? Autumn leaves are dropping like Taylor Swift songs, the ground is crimson and crunchy underfoot, and the daylight is ever dwindling. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, toddlers and babies, we are now just 1 week away from the Thanksgiving tip-off and you are in for a treat. Our team captains, Mama and Papa T, have spent their off-season acquiring comfy home-style accommodations in the Portola Valley Olympic Village for all attendees. From the recruiting end, Laura Newton and Joanna Trudelle gave birth just in time to bring our team's newest additions, Caleb and Austin, to their first Thanksgivings outside of the womb. For the pregame national anthem and inevitable spontaneous sing-along, we no longer have to flounder in search of the right note, as this year we're bringing in the up-and-coming Piedmont choir vocalist Kira Gray to cue us in. As far as the press goes, unfortunately, even the iPhone X won't be able to capture all of our primetime memories. But don't worry, rumor has it, Orion Gray is a walking Wikipedia well of knowledge about drones. That said, if a flying video camera catches you in the middle of a midnight snack, simply wave politely and get your head back in the game. On to a few training updates. Regularly lifting heavy weights and an even heavier Purduean class load, our very own Johnny Trudelle is traveling coast to coast in hopes of going coast to coast at the family festivities. Please give him a warm and hearty California hug. Throughout the summer, our former defensive MVP Erica Gray increased her multitasking skills to such a degree that she can now guard multiple stove burners simultaneously in a wicked 2-3 zone. Personally, I prefer to guard the Nantucket-style cranberry sauce in a man defense, but to each their own. Whatever your defensive preferences, though, be sure to watch for reverse layups to the upper shelf dark chocolate stash. Foul if you must. As for my other siblings, Peter and Marie Trudelle have been spotted at 24-hour fitness before dawn, 5K training in secret as they climb the Stairmaster to heaven. Speaking of, for those of you racing the Silicon Valley Turkey Trot, the family track will be available at your convenience for strides and intervals. If you don't plan on running anything though, perhaps you just gave birth, or maybe you prefer to chase after the ladies, no problem. Stroll the Olympic Village with the 1001 question book. Join Christy Cultivari and Shane Curran for a Quattro canine adventure, or walk hand in hand with Lily Wiggles Newton at 1/5 of your normal stride length. In the Olympic Village, we also take rest and recovery very seriously. If you happen to grow weary from all of this physical activity, we got you covered. Jump shot Jessie Newton can reboot your energy with a cup of full-bodied, full-court French press coffee. In the case that you feel faint, however, please see Gingy Cultivari on the sidelines for a blood sugar test or a tasty snack. For all of the new parents in the group, if chasing your baby ever makes you feel winded, just make the universal sub-signal, pull on your jersey, and one of the aunts, uncles, cousins, or grandparents will let you catch a breath on the bench. Okay, let's get into the foul territory here. Simply put, manners matter. In 1995, Peter's sweater caught on fire on Christmas Eve as he reached over a dinner candle for another helping of cold cuts. This year, our appointed referee Richard Zucker won't hesitate to blow a shrill whistle for the red cabbage reach. In the case of a jump ball on the bubbly water, possession goes to the emptier glass. Also, do I even need to say this? Texting during the feast is considered an automatic technical foul. Now, about the offensive fouls. Despite my long-standing efforts to keep our table conversations pleasant and philosophical, I've come to accept that many of you actually revel in controversy and heated debates. I'm sure it's all in good fun. However, in the event that you knock another player off their feet in a fence, Richard will call a charge. Take a 30-second timeout to cool off if you need it. And note to the defenders, if you're trying to draw the charge, plant your feet and stand your ground, but don't fake injury. After all, this isn't soccer. Okay, moving on to a couple notes about dinner defense. Even though Erica has earned 2-time defensive MVP of the stove, a zone defense quite frankly has proven ineffective for our kitchen. See, what happens is we end up triple teaming the pumpkin loaf and letting gravy take the back door. Guys, that's weak sauce. This year, in our latest locker room meeting, Coach Papa T called us back to a traditional man-to-man defense. How does man defense work in the kitchen, you ask? Well, it's like ABA basketball. You get on the court, aka the Google Doc, and you call who you have. Let's shoot for clean communication here. It should sound something like this. I got the pecan pie. Johnny, who do you have? Marie, the rice was on fire last quarter. Stick on it. If you feel uncomfortable cooking alone, find a partner and try the give and go technique. For example, if you're unsure of how to pick out a good quality sharp cheese, take Andrish Kultivari with you to Draeger's, and he'll give you a complete history of Humboldt Fog. Struggling to lift a turkey by yourself? Biceps Brian Gray will happily help you get the bird safely out of the car and into the kitchen. To end with a quote, everyone is special in their own way. We make each other strong. We're not the same. We're different in a good way. We're all in this together. Yes, you guessed correctly. That's Troy Bolton and Gabriela Montez from High School Musical. So, what would you like to bring to the team table this year? Take your pick from the options in the Google Doc attached. Until tip-off, hugs and high fives. Love, Krissa.